Greetings everyone, BJ Weiler back with you for some simulating reality. Farming Simulator 17. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. How's everybody's weekend going? Good. I hope. Yeah, let's get started. Let's get cracking here. Alright. Let's see, 59. Let's see what we want to do here. We still have some wheat in our field, or some hay in our field to harvest, but we need a harvester for that. What we wanted to do is do some jobs here. See what jobs we got left to do here. Gonna keep hiring ourselves out. I don't think there's anything left to do in this field unless we're going to plow it. I think what we may do today is head on up to that huge ass field. Oh, okay. We want to plow it. Preening yourself up. Sow a field. Okay. Got to sow the field. All right. All right, Pete. We'll do it. We'll sow y'all field. I think what we'll do is we'll head up to that. That big field that's on the map too, and okay, let's lower it. Let's turn it on. We're good to go. There we go. Are we going? Gotta look at my little circle. Yep, we're going. Excellent. Not going very straight. Hopefully that won't mean too much. So I keep the cover closed, so it seems to be working. All we care about, that it's working. I should raise it when I go up like that. Thank you, Battery Age, for the host as well. Much appreciated. There we go, thank you. Yeah, it's a little crooked there, you can see, huh? right over the hill, so this will be a nice field to be able to buy for our farm when the time comes. Oh my God, that's all over the place there. Let's try that again. Oh Jesus. We're messing up our job here because I can't drive. Lined up here. Keyboard driving always been fun with me. Not good again. Fortunately, we have plenty of time for this field. We're already a quarter of the way done, and it took like 5 minutes. A little bit straighter. We are missing some spots there. Good. Started. Right up about there. Unfortunately, we shouldn't need to go over those spots because we're already almost halfway through this field. It's a slightly odd-shaped field here. Right up about there. Love the sounds of these vehicles too. Creaks. cat in the house with capitalism. Hey, cat, what up? Definitely capitalism today. Yes, sir. Farming for profit. Get cracking. Ooh, we missed a big swath there, didn't we? Little Shroud the Avatar over aggroed like 10 times in the past. Oh my god. Yeah, it's yeah, it seems it's not all that difficult to end up over aggro in something or other. See, I'm just a little off here. Straighten her up here. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't just. It's gonna have to be after 100 days of game. There's no time in the day for me to be able to get both streams early enough. My 100 days of gaming stream and my regular stream. Unfortunately. That now during quiet times, yeah, right? Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, because there was just, what was it, one quest to get something back for somebody. Oh my god, I can't drive. Alright, here we go. Yeah, but so far so good anyway with Shroud. Turned out to be a nice little game to pick up and play. Just gonna hit these bits. At some point, I gotta go through and start doing a single player version too, just to see. But that I would do on my own time, which obviously I have very little of. So I'd be interested to see how they handle the single player. In single player, how they handle some of those areas that you really would need some. You need a larger party to take care of. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because once you pretty much over aggro that, yeah, it's a fight. It's a fight. They certainly don't make it easy, that's for sure. problem is time. I just don't have time to be able to do little experiments like that anymore. Heck, I don't even have time to keep playing. It's what I wanted to do in Euro Truck Simulator 2 is finish up exploring Italy this month or this week. No time. I have like 5. After I end up doing everything I need to do in the morning before work, it's like I've got 5 minutes to drive, and that's it. And that's all I have for the rest of the freaking day. I never have time to get back into it at all during after work. That hour and a half in the afternoon after work really makes a difference. That makes a big difference on my streaming and my ability to do other stuff in other games on my own time, you know? Now that I'm doing it for 100 days of gaming, and then I have to push my regular stream to the evening. That evening time is gone now for me. Like even today, my day off, when I would normally have a lot more time to do this stuff. Well, it's family time today. Everybody is off today, so we're gonna go to the zoo today, which isn't a full day thing, fortunately, but still, that's a big chunk of time that I don't have to be able to get all my other stuff done. So I kind of wanted to keep up with Tropico. I still want to stream Tropico. I wanted to get back into Kingdom Come. No time to put that on the stream. And essentially, if I miss a stream, like I did World of Warcraft last week, and last night I was just so dead dog tired, I couldn't stream. I couldn't stream the little dinky simulator games I had planned last night. It's like, when am I going to be able to stream them? I have no time to make up any streams I miss. Alright, we're almost done here. It is. That's, yeah. Well, it's not even getting older. It's just having all the other responsibilities that you got to take care of, you know? I mean, even when Aaron was a baby, it was a whole lot easier. Of course, I wasn't doing what I was doing, gaming. I wasn't gaming the way I was gaming then, the way I am gaming now. Guild Wars was the only game I was playing when she was born and when she was, a baby. And essentially, Guild Wars was the only game I was playing until Star Wars: The Old Republic came out. So for 6 years, it was just Guild Wars every day. I'd be able to, when I was home, I'd have her, give her a bottle in one hand and play with the other hand, It wasn't so much of an issue because I could work around it, but now it's like, oh my God. Because when Guild Wars came out, I was working the retail job then. And it was, when did I Yeah, for the first, when did I start the tech job? I think it was 2009. 2009 I started the tech job. I did that for 4 years. But again, even during that tech job, I still wasn't doing, any of the stream. I didn't really start. Oh my God, what was done? I didn't start the stream until after the tech job. I got laid off from the tech job, and what was it? 2013 is when I started doing the videos and stuff like that. During my 6 months of unemployment, leeching off of unemployment. So it's not just that, it's that there's more things now that are just taking up too much time. And part of it is just the stream. Oh, there we go, got it. All right. Nice. Yeah, that didn't take long at all. Boom. And that was a nice little payday for that job. All right. All right, let's head back to our farm here. So we got that all sowed. I guess it's sowed. Sowed the field. We sowed the field there. Yeah, because that's really the thing. When I started doing the videos and the streaming, that's when I, really decided, it's like, well, it gives me the opportunity to start digging into some of these other games I've always wanted to play and just never really had the chance or gave them the chance, because I was so just hardcore into Guild Wars, getting all my ults through Guild Wars, and that was Star Wars: The Old Republic. Playing through that until, of course, 4.0 dropped. And now just everything else, because I still have videos from Erin's cross country from last year that I haven't edited yet and got up on YouTube from a year ago. Her last year of cross country was last year, and they're still. I think I actually got them off the camcorder. I think they're sitting on my hard drive right now, but I still have. I think I still have 3 or 4 weeks of her spring track, this past spring's track to finish up too, because I was in the process of doing those, and it's just like there's no time, just because the way our work schedules work, and then Abby's school schedule now, and it's just get up, try to get some stuff done in the 30 minutes I have in the morning. Go to work for 8 hours. Of course, to travel time and everything else, it's 9 hours. Go home, get an hour and a half streaming, go pick up Abs from school, start dinner, take care of the kids, spend some family time together for, all of 5 minutes. Come down here, stream. Try to edit some video. It's just, I don't know, I'm going to have to figure out something else. I might just have to, I don't know. Just, 2 Point Hospital, I want to play. The Tropicals, I want to play. Kingdom Come, I want to play. I want to get more into the World of Warcraft Classic. I don't know. All the other MMOs. Alright, so let's see the map here. So this is the big field here we want to play around with. So these are small ones. So we have, looks like we own this one, I think. We own this one. So I think these are the ones we own, because all the other ones have quests or missions for them. Let's go see what our other fields are here real quick. I don't know. So field 14 is behind us. This is the, okay. Looks like this one can be sowed. We're almost up to 100 grand too, which is nice. We still got to pay off our loan. Yeah, see, we have a sower, so we can actually sow our own field. All right, let's do that. Let's get this sowed. Do something on our own farm here for a little bit. We'll do some sowing here at the top of the stream here. Let's see how we do here. All right, I think everything, yeah, we're all set, ready to go here. Oh, this is field 12. All right, so we're at field 12. So I didn't see what field. So field 15, I think, is the one. There's the barn. Oh, we did here, yeah. See, 19, yeah. See, 19 and 16 would be good ones to start off with because they're right here. 19 is even part of our field here, or really part of our farm. We just don't own the field. Let's go ahead and sow this guy. Anyway. Oh, something's not attached. Hold on. What's not attached? I don't have a weight. I guess that's not attached. All right. Yeah, here we go. See, now we can hire a worker to do this. I don't want to hire a worker yet because I can do everything myself right now. Slower. Let's turn it on. I'm assuming I don't need a weight since there's no weight here. Yeah, I remember back in the day, of course, let's see, I got married the same weekend that Guild Wars launched. So I should have known then from my gaming perspective that it would be a lost cause. We tried to fit gaming in with my family life. This is actually a big ass field here. But yeah, it was Guild Wars, you know, because and Guild Wars was the game that really took all of my time up from. Before that was Stronghold. I mean, for the first half of my life as a gamer, I really only focused on one or two games. You know, I started playing Wizardry, the Wizardry games on the NES, actually. Even though my friend had introduced me to Wizardry way back when. I think it was on the IBM. I remember it was on the IBM. I remember being over at his house. He had this fancy new computer thing. And he was showing me this RPG game, you the green, white line mazes, whatever it was at the time, just walking through, and I was like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever. Because we used to do, there was a couple of us that used to do a little bit of D&D back then. It really wasn't heavy to D&D. I remember I had a level, I think it was a level 11 illusionist. I just liked the idea of the illusionist. So that was my character in D&D, was an illusionist. And that's really all I remember about it. But then when like games like Wizardry came along, it's like, oh yeah, this is awesome. But of course, our family didn't have first played Wizardry on the, yeah, see, our family didn't really have a computer. Our first, we had the console stuff first. We actually started out with the television. So the television was our first sort of, entertainment system, so to speak, that we had. So a lot of that was playing Astro Smash, Burger Time. Burger Time was all our favorite games. And then when the voice box came out for the television, B-17 Bomber. I used to play the heck out of B-17 Bomber. It's sort of like, it had a mode where I forget what the mode was called. I call it sandbox mode now because it sort of gave you unlimited fuel and unlimited bombs. And so you could just fly the entire map without having to worry about stopping, coming back to refuel, or reloading your payload. So I would just play in that mode and just bomb everything off of the map. But there was B-17 Bomber, and then there was another one where you had to defuse bombs. It was a game that you had to defuse bombs. And so the voice box would tell you sort of the order you had to go through, cut wire, do this wire, do the, all sorts of different things you had to do. So you had to write it all down so you would remember how to defuse the bomb properly. And then there were a couple of Tron games that I used to play the heck out of too. Tron Deadly Discs. I loved it. I loved playing Tron Deadly Discs. That was a fun game. And then there was another one that was voice box enabled too for the television. I forget what it was called, but it was another great game. You go on the Solar Sailor, you go through circuits, and you had to disable circuits, and the voice box would help you with that. So I played the heck out of those games, and then we eventually got an Aquarius as our first computer, with the Mattel Aquarius. And there was a game called Utopia, which is sort of like it was sort of like a very primitive SimCity game. And I played the heck out of that. And I love that game. So I played that one a lot too. But really, those were the primary games we used to play. It's just Astro Smash, Burger Time, the two Tron games. There was another game that you played an astronaut in space too. And you would collect bubbles or something, I forget what it was. And Shark, there was a Shark Attack game too, where you played a fish and you ate other fish who were smaller than you, and you would get bigger. You keep getting bigger till you could eventually eat a shark by biting on his tail. There were a lot of great games. And then of course there was the RPG game for the television. I looked it up. It was an Advanced Dungeons and Dragons game called The Treasure of Tarman. That one was really my first foray into a computer RPG. Was The Treasure of Tarman. It was also called Minotaur. I think the first when it was first released, it was called Minotaur, and then I think when it was re-released, or however it worked, it was called The Treasure of Tarman. And that was really the first RPG I got into. And then at some point we ended up getting a Commodore. I think it was a Commodore 64. And I'm trying to think. I think that one had Utopia. Aquarius had Utopia, but I think we had Utopia for the television too. I kind of remember playing Utopia on 2 different systems. I remember one was on the Aquarius. It may have been on the television too, but I don't remember too much. The only things I remember doing on the Commodore was a program where you could essentially build your own game. And that's when I built the Doctor Who themed like side-scroller maze exploration game. That's the only thing I remember doing on the television. Although I do remember we had a modem for it. And I remember the modem was there, and it was the modem that you actually put your phone into. You had to put your phone handset into it. Like the good old War Games, the War Games modem that Matthew Broderick had. We had that type of modem for our Commodore, and it had a tape deck. You used the tape deck for everything too. Although I think we did end up having a 5.25-inch floppy drive on that too. Oh, we accidentally teleport to the Blood River. Oops. I think there's a quest in the Blood River though. I think I have a quest that we need to go to the Blood River for. I think what I'm going to end up having to do is just one week I'm going to flop the streams and do, even though I don't like doing it because I want to have 100 Days of Gaming uploaded on YouTube as soon as I'm done. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just doing 1 week 100 Days of Gaming as the late stream. Yeah, go to Salisbury back where you started. Okay. Yeah, so I think I might end up doing that 1 week. Just so we could team up, we can group up again for Avatar and Guild Wars, at least for 1 week. But yeah, then after the Commodore, is when we got the Super Nintendo system. I don't remember if we had the original. I think by that time the Super Nintendo was out and we picked that up. So that was sort of our second console system. You log off here then? Okay. Yeah, I think I might even do that this week because I still have to write the schedule for this week. So I might end up doing that this week. Because it's already been a couple of weeks since we've been able to group up for it yet. But yeah, so we got the NES, and by this time it was already, you know, obviously it was already after. Let's see. You know, obviously Wizardry had already been out for a while, so it was after my friend had showed me Wizardry on his system, and I just remember we had Blades of Steel, we had SimCity for the Super Nintendo. I remember playing a heck of a lot out of that, and I remember I had graph paper, the larger sized graph paper, and I had a whole map of my SimCity island, and I plotted out where everything was going to go on that map. It was like it's like a couple of 2 feet by 2 foot by 2 foot map of graph paper of my city, and I've just plotted out that way I could use every square inch of space on the island I had for that. But yeah, I actually started with Wizardry 5. Wizardry 5 was the game we'd gotten, because I think they had Wizardry 1 and 2 for the NES, but like I said, I don't remember ever having those as a kid. I ended up getting NES at some point when I got older, and I picked up Wizardry 1 and 2 for those. I still got everything here. I think it still works. I just don't play it because I have no way to stream it. I don't have an Elgato card. Otherwise, I would so stream them. But yeah, Wizardry 5 and Eye of the Beholder. Because Eye of the Beholder, the first game was out for the NES too. So those were the 2 games I primarily played on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, see, I don't remember ever playing any of the Ultimate games, which is funny because I know they were sort of some of the premier RPGs outside of Wizardry and the AD&D games, but I don't remember ever playing any of the Ultimate games, and I don't have any in the library now. I got all the games I had for NES or the Super NES here. And I don't have Ultimate, which is kind of weird that I never played the Ultimate games. But I guess it was because I was so, like I said, I was so, I would focus just on one or two games when I was playing as a kid. So it was always Wizardry. And I started out, it was, well, for the television, it was Treasure of Tarman. I always played that one. And there was one other one, which was a top-down version. And you had this little circle of a guy, and he had a sword sticking out. I gotta look up the name of that one. And that was sort of a top-down RPG. You go through mazes, and I remember you have to fight a dragon. And the dragon was sort of in the center of one of the levels. So I remember just running back and forth, sticking the dragon with my little white sword. But then, yeah, once we got this Super Nintendo, it was, and I got Wizardry 5 for it. Oops. Wizardry 5 and Eye of the Beholder. That was it. Those were the two primary games I played on the Super Nintendo system, essentially, until I ended up, I went through college. College buddies, they had, one of them was big into computers, so he had a lot of games and stuff. I don't remember any of that. But I think they showed me some MUDs. I think at that point, some of the MUDs were out in the 70s, but they were all on universities and stuff. I seem to remember them doing some stuff with MUDs or something like that back in the early 90s when I was in college. But again, I never really did a lot of gaming when I was in college until I was home, and I'd come back home and I'd play Wizardry 5. And then, after college, when I eventually moved out and started living on my own with my girlfriend at the time, we ended up getting a Windows 98 HP Pavilion with Windows 98 on it. And so that's when I really got started into the computer game. I still had my Super Nintendo, so I was still playing Wizardry 5 on that. And then I ended up picking up the Ultimate Wizardry Archives from that game. So I started playing that, but for the most part, I was playing Wizardry and then the Stronghold games by Firefly. That was really my obsession for most of the late 90s and early 2000s. That's what I was playing. I was still playing the Super Nintendo. And then most of my computer gaming was the Stronghold games. And just some dinky, arcade games I used to play. I'm trying to think what else I used to play on that 98 machine. And I had a laptop. I ended up getting an Acer laptop that had Windows Millennium on it. That's where I played most of my Stronghold time was spent on that laptop. But yeah, the Ultimate games, I see, that's something I'm probably gonna have to go back and see if I can, whether they're on Steam or something like that. Eventually pick them up. That way I can say I finally played these games. Because even Baldur's Gate, I ended up never playing Baldur's Gate when it first came out. It was only after I really started doing more stuff into on my own, sort of as a grown up. And I still haven't done a lot of Baldur's Gate because I just don't have time to do it. And now, of course, with my new system here, I can't use any of my virtual machines on it, so I don't know how I'm going to do it unless I go back to my laptop. But that's yeah. So it was essentially I went from essentially Wizardry and Wizardry and Eye of the Beholder on the SNES to Stronghold on the PC. Sort of those were my main obsessions. Those were the games I spent the most amount of time in on a essentially a daily basis. And it was the Stronghold games until Guild Wars came out. And I ended up building a new system, a system from scratch with Windows XP on it, specifically so I could play Guild Wars. Because it would not run on the Windows 98 machine, and it would not run on my Acer. It would run on my Acer laptop, but the laptop was by no means built for a modern graphical game at that point. So I remember trying to play the final beta weekend of Guild Wars. And literally the only thing I was able to do was create a character. And even during the character creation, the render was so horrid. It was like a silver polygon character almost, I seem to recall. But I was actually able to create my monk. That was the first character I created for Guild Wars, was my monk Hannick. I don't remember whether they were white or not. Because I guess they had the white for the beta. But then the first character I came back and recreated was Hannick, and then I started playing Corbin the Warrior. Aldris say the rooster flies over the nest with the egg in hand. How's it going, Aldris? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us today. Yeah, once Guild Wars came out, I had that machine built specifically for Guild Wars. That was all she wrote. Of course, like I said, I got married that weekend, so I didn't have a lot of playtime the first weekend it was out. I essentially got in, created my first two characters. And it wasn't until after that weekend after, like during the week, finally, because we never really had a honeymoon. We spent the weekend at a bed and breakfast down the Jersey Shore. And that was it. And then got back, and I was working retail at the time, so I'd get home and I'd just come home and play Guild Wars. I remember it got to the point, I think it was even before Factions came out. It's like I spent, because as soon as I started playing, it's like, okay, I gotta have a character of every profession. Of course, at that time, you could only have 4 characters. You were limited to 4 characters. So, of course, naturally, I created 4 characters, one of each profession. I had my warrior, I had my monk. I created Landamora the Ranger. I'm trying to think what was my fourth? Who was my fourth one? I don't think I did Mesmer. I think I ended up doing Elementalist because that was as close to Mage as I could get. So I think my Elementalist was the 4th character I had created for Guild Wars. And then, of course, it wasn't too... I think it was before Factions came out. I think it was still the first year where they finally decided to add character slots, so you could actually have a character of each profession without having to delete the character. So I think they did that before Factions came out. I think, because I think it was, It was right before Factions came out, because the big complaint then from a lot of people was, well, we have no character slots left, and we don't want to delete characters to create one of the new professions. And I think the idea was at the time is that they were only going to add one character slot when factions came out. So you had to pick which profession you wanted. People didn't like that. So it was like right around that time they decided, okay, we're just going to add character slots. So everybody could have, a character of each profession. So naturally I filled it up with a character of each profession then. But yeah, my time was, I ended up, during that first year of Guild Wars, it's like I spent so much time in the game and I wanted to maximize the time I had. Because of course we had Aaron born in July, so it was, we got married in April, Aaron was born 3 months later, so it's like, oh my god, there goes my game time. And of course, working retail, there's 8.5, 9 hours out of the day not being able to do anything. So I ended up having like one of those little, what do they call it? I can't think of the name now. But one of the planners, your little planners, has the month, has a calendar in there. You can plan out your day, that kind of stuff. Well, I used to do that for my Guild Wars gameplay sessions. I used to write down, okay, on this day I'll take this character through, explore this area. So by then I was timing how long it would take me to, how long it would take me to do quests and explore each zone. That way I could literally plan out, okay, I have this much time on this day. I can take these characters through this area and get that completed that day. Oh, we're out of grain. That's what it is. I've got to go get grain. I think I'm all out of grain. Well, we almost, let's see. We almost got the whole thing sowed. So where do I get grain from? I don't know. I think I may have to hire a worker just to get the grain. All right, let's freeze this. Fill the tool. Yes, I know I need to fill the tool. So I gotta go figure out where I can fill the tool from. I have no idea where to fill the tool from. So I think I'm gonna have to hire a worker to do that. In the meantime, all right, good. We got some sowing done on our own field. Let's go check out our other fields here. I might end up having to hire a worker so he could go fill something. So let's see what we got to do over here in field 14. Because sort of what I want to do is get on that big field for the second half of our stream here. Okay, so 14. Yeah, this is 15. So 15 is this. So we need the harvester. So 14. Okay, so 14 is this guy. So I guess we use whatever this thing is. But this was our, what was this? Here's our wagon. And, yeah, I think that was our harvester, wasn't it? That we harvested the grain from? Not exactly sure what we have to do on this field. Okay, so let's get hired now. We did some sowing, so that's good. We sowed for the first hour of the stream. Let's go Gold Crest Pacific Grain Barn. So where are we putting? We're putting wheat on that field, so I have to go get wheat. So can I fill it up from there? See, that's the question. I don't know exactly how to fill it. See, this is where I need Taz to tell me how to fill up my my sower here. Be better off driving up there. See, this is the biggest field on the map. We own these 3. See that I'm probably better off working these 2 because these are the next 2 fields I want to buy for my farm anyway. This is an oddly shaped one. See, I got grain stowed in my silo, I think, that I harvested from field 14. Yeah, see, I got that one little strip left. Okay, that's the car. This should be the right, and then that's our right. Okay, so that's what that means. So the barn. Tag the place. Pacific Grain. Goldcrest Pacific Grain. So if I take my... Can I fill it? Can I fill it though? That's the question. Where? My silos. Here's my barn. Cluck, cluck, cluck. I just have the barn. There's my silos. So can I take it over here to fill it? Let's try it. I mean, don't hurt but to try, right? So we'll do that, and then I think we'll hire ourselves out here. So I do kind of want to get this field done. Hire ourselves out here, pay off a little bit of our loan, and then I want to get the wherever it is. That way I can gather up the hay there from that field. See, this is where this is where even jumping into Farm Sim 14 would come in handy. On my own time. Oh my God, look how dirty that is. And just being able to play that on my free time to learn the game a little bit more. Oh, Jesus. Thank God there's no damage here or crashing and stuff. Oh, come on. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Now I'm stuck here. I'm stuck on the edge. There we go. Collision box a little bit bigger than it should be on that end. I like how this just coasts. It coasts after you release the gas. Okay, let's open cover. Y, select seed. Oh, I see. Okay. That's what we had on there. So how do I, shoot. Right, how do I fill? Does it fill? I guess, maybe I guess I need stuff in there to fill it with. I don't really want to hire a worker, but I don't know how else to fill my thing here. see something here. Yeah, we're not doing anything with animals quite yet. I have 3 eggs in my coop. Ooh. Sowing. From a seed pallet, okay. You will find a seed pallet at your farmhouse. You can always purchase more from the shop and place them anywhere you like. Okay, so I gotta go to the farmhouse. Cultivate. Yeah, see, that's... is that what that is? Is that the cultivator then, next to the other field? I may have to cultivate that farm then. Okay, so I gotta go find the seed pallet in my farmhouse. Okay. There I tried to fit through here. That's the barn. Now, it didn't say barn, it said farmhouse. That doesn't look like a seed pallet to me. There's nothing down there. I'm looking for something on a pallet here, but I don't see anything on a pallet. So our wet vac. If I can purchase more from the store, I might just have to go purchase a seed pallet from the store, because there's nothing in here. There's nothing in any of these that I remember seeing. Oh, maybe this is it here then. That could be it there, but I don't know if, yeah, okay. That's what they gotta be then. Alright, let's go see if we can fill up from there then.